Yankees built Dodger Stadium. A lot of Los Angeles, Hoover Dam. Tons of places in California basically come from blasting that mountain to pieces. Well, I mean, I learned how to play country music because that's what I grew up listening to. I mean, a lot of that stuff, and then obviously all the other metal and all the rock and roll influence of 50s stuff. Elvis, but, I mean, it's mostly, in this area, it's mostly Okies from the Oklahoma migration that happened in the 30s. Mexicans. Two prevalent cultures in this area.
Seems like a lonely place. Isolated.
It's desolate. It's working class. It's rough. Tough. Sad. But beautiful. Kid, I think I was like, 3 or 4 years old. My grandmother bought me a little toy guitar, and she would give me 25 cents to play a song for her. So I would just strum the guitar and I'd make up songs. As far as I can remember, I remember being 6 or 7 years old making up country songs, sitting on the porch of my house. And I would write the songs in my head, and then I would remember the different parts, and then I'd put them all together, and then I'd sing the songs to myself.
Do you remember any lyrics?
No, I never really had lyrics, I just had the music. But as long as I can remember, I've been writing music. I don't think there was ever a time in my life where I didn't.
You got a lot of encouragement.
I think my grandmother sort of brought it out in me. I think she knew that it was there somehow. This area kind of encourages it because there's nothing else to do other than kids doing drugs and drinking and obviously going to school. But I played music 6 hours a day every single day. That was my regiment. There was where my dad worked for 40 years, and I worked there as well. I worked on that roof, that silo that Mom left.
So this is Monolith, old company town.
Monmouth, California. My real hometown.
Tony used to live over here across from the plant in a town that doesn't exist anymore. This is where the Mexicans were relegated to live, and they all worked at that cement plant.
My father, my uncles, my cousins. That place raised all of our family.
So it seemed like you went from country music to kind of metal stuff. You were into like the early heavy metal, Black Sabbath, Judas Priest, Iron Maiden, stuff like that, and then Jimi Hendrix, Led Zeppelin. And then from what you told me, you kind of got into like the deep blues guys.
Yeah.
Jazz.
Well, I ended up, because by that point the hair metal guys had started coming out, and I just was not into that at all.
Yeah.
So I just sort of stopped listening to any sort of heavy music other than those guys that I was just talking about.
Mm-hmm.
And I just got into, I discovered Muddy Waters and Elmore James and all these different blues players, and then got into jazz, got into Miles, got into Thelonious Monk, got into all these different players and Ornette Coleman, and started exploring music more. I thought it was it was just a continuous exploration. I mean, look at this place. It just kind of opens your mind to exploring just sort of leaves you wanting to open your horizons, so to say. So there's the train. I grew up 2 blocks from the train tracks. So literally every 15 minutes, that's what you would hear is that train. And it was just Jimmy Page and Jimi Hendrix. I just wanted to play like both of them all the time. That's just changed my life.
Did you do different tunings and stuff?
Yeah, I learned the Jimmy Page tunings, which basically he applied a lot of the blues players. He used the open tunings a lot, and then I ended up doing a lot of open tunings from that, and then relearning how to play, relearning how to do chord structures from that, and then adapting them, changing them a little bit.
Is the house you grew up in?
This is the 700 square feet, 2-bedroom beauty that I grew up in. 9 of us living in there.
9?
At one point it was 9, and then after my aunt moved out, there were 6 of us.
In 2 bedrooms?
5. 2 bedrooms.
Where did you sleep?
I slept there with my brother. Well, at first I slept on the floor. We would sleep on the living room floor. And then I slept with my brother in that room. We had a bunk bed. My mom and dad and all the 2 other kids, Maria and Guy, would sleep with my mom in the other room. And then eventually I wanted my own room, so I moved into the washroom, which is in the back, which doesn't have any windows.
That must have been freezing.
It was cold. That's a lilac tree right there.
Where?
That little tree.
Oh, okay.
That used to be super bushy, and I used to crawl into it and read books when I was a little kid.
How many books did you read that summer?
30 books.
A lot of books.
I read 30 books in one summer.